This looks like a bunch of flags on the screen. Well, you're probably wondering why I'm talking like this. I think I've gone from sounding British to sounding a little bit Australian now, and I can't stop talking like this. Someone please help me. Okay, that is enough of that. I don't know why I do these things. So today we're looking at Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or for some of you Americanly inclined, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is obviously a movie tie-in to the 2001 film, made by EA back before they were the way they are now. You know, not so money grubbing, maybe a little bit money grubbing, but you know, this is still a quality movie tie-in, and that can't be said for a lot of them. Nah, there's some good ones out there, but there's a few stinkers thrown in there. But let's check up on our good friend Harold Potter and see what is going on with him at the moment. Books, old and new. Right, okay, let's pick the one to the left because it is empty, and we'll fill it with many stories of our journey. Oh, that's actually really nice art of Hogwarts. This art is somewhat subjective, like all art. Let's listen.
There was nothing about the starry sky that night to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening.
That's not John Hurt in the narration.
As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled down from the darkness. The giant, named Hagrid, left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4 Privet Drive. Nestled in the bundle was a baby.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived. I always liked that that art style when Harry Potter came out. It was like this, just kind of comic tie-in, not comic tie-in, but like the unofficial artwork, or was it the official artwork? I can't remember. But it looks like Daniel Radcliffe, kind of. Slytherin is the best, though. You know, I'm a pure Slytherin. As long as you don't end up in Hufflepuff, you're doing okay for yourself. If my kid went to Hogwarts and ended up in Hufflepuff, I'd just rip up his Hogwarts Express ticket and tell him not to come back, to be fair with you. I wouldn't have that shame brought upon my house. Name one useful Hufflepuff person. And just leave it in the comments below. Alright, Dumbledore, what's the crack? Oh, are they gloves? Please tell me they're skin coloured gloves.
Dumbledore, your headmaster. No,
and you're Irish as well, that's lovely.
Keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding.
Every door except for some doors.
Which reminds me, the 3rd floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Okay, well, how do I get to the 3rd floor? Because maybe maybe I want to suffer a most painful death. Here we are in Hogwarts. It's looking good. I mean, like for PS1, the Grey Hall or the entrance hall isn't as big as it could be, but look, they were doing their best.
Ah, Hoggy Watty Hogwarts. Oh, wonderful place to explore.
Except the 3rd floor, you'll die. Thank you, man that should have retired years ago. I hope you don't die in like 6 years. Right, let's carry on. The thing about this is that it's very linear. Like, if you want to go, you know, if you want to actually explore, most things are locked off to you until later on. And even still, like, if you miss something, you might go back somewhere and the door will be locked. But that's okay. It's a real kids kind of game. You know, just tells you exactly what you need to do. Press square to open the door, do this, do that. Right, let's talk to the twins.
By the look of that star, you must be Harry Potter. If you bring us earwax every flavour beans, we'll tell you the password.
Yum.
We'll be in the Gryffindor.
Do you remember the
fat lady.
Berry Bott's every flavoured beans they had out when the movie came out, the first one? That, I mean, this is nearly 20 years ago, like 19 years ago the first one came out. But when I went to the cinema, you get your like this special kids combo. So I had your popcorn in one section, your drink in another section, and then you got a packet of Bertie Bott's every flavoured beans. Now they had like Harry Potter on the cover. They were all different flavours. They were amazing. They had like coconut flavour, coffee flavour, chocolate flavour. But then you got this horseradish one, right? And it was like, it would literally burn the mouth off you. It was unbelievably like I'm trying to eat that in the cinema while watching the movie. They were all in the dark, so you couldn't even pick like the red one because it was dark. Next thing you know, you're like just gulping down your drink 5 minutes into the movie.
I think it was your old Hedwig. Let's go after him.
Alright, Ed Sheeran. So this lad Draco is after stealing our bird. By bird I mean owl, not our girlfriend.
Come on, Harry. Let's find Hedwig. Well, well, well. If it isn't the famous Harry Potter. I'm Draco Malfoy, your mother Potter.
I hope it doesn't die in like 7 years.
Sorry, you don't have one, do you?
That's really dark for some reason. Kill your man.
He's a nasty piece of work. Just ignore him. Us Gryffindors
I think
should stick together.
in the movie it was like what's her name? She was Aunt Polly in Peaky Blinders, but
Come on,
her name
Harry,
just
follow
totally
me.
escapes me. I'm not good with actor names.
Just push forwards on your controller.
All I really cared about was Alan Rickman as Severus Snape because I was like, oh, he's emo like me.
Follow me.
There's no control to actually command like X to be jumped just for a bit of extra challenge. So we're collecting these feathers.
Look, there's another feather. I'll double back and watch the entrance. You better go on and rescue Hedwig.
Yeah. So Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, it's a cool little platforming game. It controls really well. Harry kind of glides, if that makes sense. Like, I still love Harry Potter. I know there's a lot of people saying stuff about J.K. Rowling at the moment, but I would separate the art from the artist in that case. Thank you, Faulty Towers. Is this Faulty Towers? It looks like a tower, and that's Basil Fawlty. I'll need to look into that, see if that's John Cleese, because he's very John Cleese has always been a good sport when it comes to video games, like the James Bond games and stuff like that. Triangle is our look around button, and this game, that music is beautiful. Like, that's incredible. The Harry Potter soundtrack's kicked ass. Like, the walls do a weird kind of warpy thing when you're kind of walking by them. It's a bit strange to look at, but really you'd want to be looking at Harry the whole time. I don't know if he's a developer or something, but that's a really good painting for pixel art. Hang on a sec. Is that me? Well, if I shave this off and maybe this off, and maybe curve this, what the hell? Like, I was 9 when this came out. How did they predict CandyCianGaming? Is that the Queen? We'll just ignore that. Ah, frog. So the frogs burp when you eat them. And also, oh man, I'm actually getting the huge nostalgia throwback here. Do you remember the chocolate frogs they have? And I think you can still get them, but they might be packaged differently. But when we had them, they were a little box, and inside they had the holographic Harry Potter cards. They were really cool, like, for something you got. Like, you know, there was one with Harry in Gringotts, and he was opening the door to his vault. Alright, so this is the famous Flipendo spell. Anyone who's ever played a Harry Potter game knows Flipendo. Press R1 to lock on. We can charge up our spell, and just... Oh, missed. We can just shoot off a short burst there. 2 shots will kill it. So you kind of have to aim it, but once you lock on, you can strafe, and Harry doesn't take his eyes off the target. Yeah, this one was really aimed at kids, which is fine. Even as a 27-year-old man, this is still a fun game to play. The PS2 version was a lot darker. It had a big, I wouldn't call it RPG system, but you know, there would be missions you could do during the day, go to classes, get a new spell, play Quidditch or whatever, and then at night you're sneaking around Hogwarts, avoiding all the prefects and filch and all that Metal Gear Solid style. Can I slide down this? Yeah. Look.
Hello again. Did you notice that those poisonous snails twinkle?
No, I did not.
That twinkle can be affected by a Flipendo knockback jinx.
Okay, Twinkle, that's what it's called. In my Tomb Raider videos, I think this would have been really handy if Lara Croft could just do magic, because all Harry has to do is just, like, you know, Flipendo the block, and it just goes to where we need to go. Maybe noticing that every time we kill something or do a little task, we get these house points. So if we get enough by doing extra things, we can win the house cup. Totally optional extra, but still really cool nonetheless. Ooh. I hope that's not David Tennant.
Well, you made it this far.
Yes, I did. Yes, charge it up. I know how to play Harry Potter. Don't undermine me, Basil Faulty. We need to just charge it up and just... Flipendo! Nintendo! Crash Bandicoot! This is a totally different game than the actual PC version. Ironically enough, I'm playing this on a PC. I'll have to look into the PC version because I know I had a huge graphical upgrade to this one, but also just had some like extras in it, and I never played it because I never had a PC powerful enough as a kid to, you know, to get it running. There's also an isometric Game Boy Advance version, which I thought was very good for the time. There was a whole, like, obviously Harry Potter was released on everything back in the day. Just because it was huge when it came out.
I've lost my wand, so I can't open the books activated with Flipendo. Use the R1 button to point.
Oh, Neville, you little potato.
Then use your cross button.
I lost my grand. No, you lost your books, Neville. So we're just going around milling these books out of it. Like, hey, you Neville, did the little books hurt you? Aw.
The lever is around here somewhere.
Poor little dibble.
I found it.
There you go, Neville. He's useful for something. Hope he kills, like, the bad snake in a couple of years. Here we go. Into the depths. The bowels. There's also some really freaky parts near enough to the end of the game. For a kid's game. Like, just some really tense sneaking sections and all that jazz. But Hedwig is in the cage and needs a bit of rescuing. So all we need to do is twinkle and... Oh. Okay. There we go. Blow the door out of it. Wow. Don't get caught again, Hedwig. I'm not rescuing you next time. But even little things like little spiders crawling around, that's little bugs and stuff, that's a really good little feature. I know it's only a small thing, little aesthetic to the background, but it kind of brings Hogwarts to life a little bit.
She was eager to get out, so I opened the door for her. That will teach Malfoy to mess with us.
So that is the opening section to Harry Potter. It kind of streamlines the story a little bit. You can complete this whole game in about 4 or 5 hours. But if you watch the movie, there's
Wow!
a bit of
I'll show you where the fly
it's a bit
is.
rushed. So we have the Nimbus 2000 already, and that shows us how many beans we get. We haven't gotten to the beans yet. And also the Witches and Wizards cards are up there beside the house points. There's 17 of these in all, but in the actual PS2 version, there's something like 101.
Hooch, your teacher. There is a house point bonus if you excel at any of the following tasks. Stay your broomstick.
Okay, cool. Thanks for teaching me how to use a broomstick on my first day. There was a magazine called Power Station, and it was a cheats magazine. So I wrote into them one day asking how to get one of the Witches and Wizards cards in the PS2 version of this. And they wrote back. They actually published a letter in the magazine. I wish I still had it. We're gonna get that bean. Give me your bean. Cool. Just get it now, get out of the way. Oh, it's so tense. Right, okay, hang on. Oh man.
Well done. 5 points for Gryffindor.
5 points.
Next test is a little
Okay, right, we'll get through it. Oh no. Why is this so difficult to control? Whoa, okay. I think I can do it. Oh my god. We'll get through it. I better make it. Oh.
Well done, Potter. I shall award 10 house points for that fine performance. Ready for a tougher challenge?
Oh. Let's go, let's do it. Right, 40 hoops. I don't know how many seconds, but let's do it. Oliver Wood is going to beat me. Oh. How the hell did they expect me to do this when I'm 9 years old? Oh! Go through. Harry!
Well done, Potter. Good score. 5 more house points. Mastered the basics of broomstick control.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
Hi, Harry. Have you met Hermione yet? She's a real know-it-all. And a teacher's pet.
Well, that's...
No, I am not.
That's just rude. I don't think you should really introduce people to Ron Weasley if he's going to be talking to people like that. So this is our first actual class where we need to learn stuff.
Get to the charms class before the timer runs out. Walk through the floating clocks to start the timer.
So this is just it. It's a nice little introduction. Kind of paces out the game a little bit. They get harder as they go along. This is a bit more of a zigzaggy kind of thing, but it's fine.
today you will learn the spell Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Press the symbol
Leviosa.
to complete each sequence 3 times to learn the spell.
This is essentially Guitar Hero.
Leviosa. Now you try.
Guitar Hero for
Press the symbol
non-muggles.
Keep trying. Keep trying. Oh. Excellent. Perfect.
Don't know why that wasn't working for a second. I wish I was playing Guitar Hero right now.
Perfect.
The rest of the class can stay behind. They don't deserve to witness this
Now, listen
epitome
carefully.
of
An
magic.
object that can be chopped. Press the triangle
Yeah, you
button
see
to
in the
release
PS2
the object.
version, like getting a spell, instead of actually just mashing buttons, you'd have to go through this dungeon to get the spell from a spell book, and it was pretty much life or death.
Wingardium Leviosa.
So press X here, just hold X down, and then we can just put it on the swirls.
To Gryffindor.
Yay. Right, let's go and visit the big lummox in his shed. Because I remember I had that Muggle Studies class, and I was like, what is that? Is that like maths and stuff? But how would you fit that into just one module? I just never really understood. See, these bookshelves are a little bit thinner than the normal ones, so we can just go up and press square, and we can make our way through. Ah, here we go. Here's our first Witches and Wizards card. So the Folio Magi is that book. So we have a look at here and see what's going on. Oh, these load screens are a bit of a pain in the ass just for viewing a card.
Merlin, medieval, dates unknown, most famous wizard of all time, sometimes known as Prince of the Enchanters.
I've
part
never
of the
heard him
King
called that.
Arthur.
Yeah, so that's it. There's more to get throughout the game, but they're a nice little addition. Kind of build the lore of Harry Potter. A lot of them make references to witches and wizards that you only hear about in the books and not the movies. Back here.
Well, well, Potter, we meet again. Having a tour
Yes.
of the castle, are we?
Little idiot.
This is as far as you'll be going. You won't get past me, no matter how hard you
As
try.
far as I know, we haven't
Scary
spoken.
Castle, eh? Oh dear, I think Potter is going to cry.
Not really. It's better than being trapped with my abusive aunt and uncle. But okay. Right, so
Wingardium Leviosa.
let's lift these hourglasses that were left haphazardly and put them onto the spaghetti. I'd knock him down. I'd flip into his ass.
Ow! Time for a lesson, Potter. Let me teach you about wizard crackers.
That's racist.
You're not leaving this castle until I have revenge.
Revenge on what? What did I do apart from kick your ass? Right. Oh, yeah. Right, he throws these wizard crackers and we can pick them up and then chuck them back at him. Was it the actor who played Crabbe or Goyle that actually got arrested? He's going to throw super wizard crackers and then Crabbe is going to throw the small ones. So we need to just basically chuck his back at Malfoy. The photo of Malfoy at the bottom of the screen was hilarious.
Idiot! You're supposed to protect me. Goyle, get in here.
Okay, so now the two boys are throwing these crackers at us. It's not too bad, we just kind of need to stay one side of the arena. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a bit of a mess. Yeah, we can get him. He's nearly dead. When I say dead, we did not kill this 11-year-old child. Got him.
Blast you, Potter. Next time you won't be so lucky.
He's hilarious. He ran the wrong way. That is comedic gold. That is actually the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Pickle Rick has nothing on this. That was just so funny. This is what I was saying about the house points. The more good deeds we do, we get more points. Slytherin somehow always seem to come out on top, but we can do a few little extra things throughout the game to kind of build those points.
Hufflepuff,
Boo, Hufflepuff. How did they manage to get 54 points? Are they mental?
Slytherin,
Ah, boo, Slytherin.
Gryffindor.
Ah, the boys, right, 90 points.
Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. Will Slytherin hold
That's stock
the house
child
points for a
cheering
seventh
sound effect.
consecutive year?
No, they will not. Hagrid looks like he has no head.
Hello, Harry. It's me, Hagrid. Good to see you. These are the Hogwarts Castle grounds, and I'm the gamekeeper, of course. You'll need to attend your herbology class. Professor Sprout's in the greenhouse waiting for you. Come round my hut later for tea. I've something to ask you. My hut's in the grounds.
That's something else. The herbology class doesn't come into it until the second movie, so it was nice of them to include it in this. But, yeah, anyway, my friends, I think I'm going to call it a day for Harry Potter. I'd love to go back to this game. I think it's very fun. There's a lot more I'd like to talk about it as we go through it. Maybe I will do the Chamber of Secrets as well once I finish this. Thanks very much for sitting around and listening to me talk about Harry Potter. I'm totally not a fanboy, even after all this time. But look, it's a really good game. But I will see you again. But for now, Slán agus Bannacht.